Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is Blessing of with Octavia, and in today's video we're going to be learning how to make this beautiful skirt with the lace-up details using eyelet. And is this your first time of coming across us on this space? Kindly hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share. So the first thing I did was to mark from my waist to hip and the length of the skirt. Please note that you're going to be marking this skirt with a folded paper, not a single paper, because of the details you will use it to do later. Okay, so this is me indicating my waist and my dart. I used a 3.5-inch dart. The dart depth was 4 inches, and the size was half was 1 inch, which I shared half inch between that line. So in total my dart was 1 inch. Then I do my round waist measurement, which is 30, that's 7.5. I include the dart which I took out in the center, 1 inch, and also added my 1 inch allowance. At the hip point of 10, I did 1 inch allowance. Then I connected the dots to the end of the skirt. So this is what I have. Then I added 1.5 inch at the as hemming allowance for turning. Okay, so when I connect all the lines together, this is what I have. So after cutting out my pattern, I open up my dart, then I bring my fabric and place and also cut out my pattern on my fabric. Please, this for the sake of this video, please ignore the pattern placement, because this video was made just for illustration purpose and not to be worn. Okay, so ignore the mismatched pattern placements. So next thing I did was to pin close my zipper allowance so that they'll both be in one piece. Then I go to my sewing machine, I close up my dart both on the front and on the back piece. So this is what I have. The next thing we are going to do is to close up the dart on my pattern on the paper like so. Then start marking and start making your markings. So now on the dart line, you see me going down to the end of the skirt from the dart line that we closed. So the next thing I did was to mark 1 inch before and after the dart line, so just to create a spacing in between, so that is where the lace up details will take place. So I did 1 inch before the dart line and 1 inch after the dart line. I came down by 10 inches and marked it from there. That's the size of one part of the overlap detail there. So okay, this is the smaller part. So I connect the line from the beginning of the skirt to where that 10 inches is with a curve. It's not a straight line, it's a curve. So I connect it like so with a curve. You can either use your free hand or use your um French curve. So I also came down by 10 inch for the other side, connect it to a straight line and take it to the end of the skirt. Now this paper was not enough, so what I did was to tape, because the overlap details for the other side is actually longer than the skirt. So I taped more paper and extended by 4 inches. Okay, then connected it back to the side of the skirt like so. Just if you follow my markings, you'll be able to understand. So this is what it looks like. Okay, then I cut it out like so. So you see that it's actually longer than the skirt itself. That's why you needed to have cut your pattern on folded paper, not single paper, because that's what you use to make this part of the skirt. So after cutting, this is what we have, and I also placed it on the fabric. I wanted to use a plain black fabric, cut it out, and this is what it looks like. If you are going to be working with a normal wearable outfit, you need to turn this part with lining. Okay, so after sewing together, this is what we have. I placed it on the main fabric itself like so and pin it close, okay, to secure it. So this is what I did, pinned it to secure it. So you can see that one part is actually longer than the skirt, because that's the style of the skirt. So this is what it looks like. Then I placed my back piece and shaped the sides according to your body measurements. When I'm done, this is what I have. So I mark the part where I'm going to be putting the eyelet. You can do yours whichever spacing you wanted to do, but I did mine at 2 inches interval. I put my band and fix my eyelet, put in a zipper, and this is eyelet I use, and put it, and this is what we have at the end of the day. very easy to make, very beginner friendly. And guess what, skirt is cheeky too. Okay, so after lacing it up, this is what we have, and I hope you try this out. If this video is something you would love more of, kindly hit the like button or drop me a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.